Yo, what is good, everyone? It is your boy Attach again, and I just want to say before the video starts, thank you so much for all the support on the last video, the how to go pro in Call of Duty. I dropped a few helpful tips in that video. Make sure if you haven't, you go check it out if you want to play Call of Duty or you just want some tips on the game of Call of Duty. And something that happened yesterday was after I uploaded that, a few hours I went back, read all the comments, started replying to a few, and there was still a lot of questions I didn't answer. I mean, I tried to cover a lot. It was a 13-minute video. It was actually like 13 minutes and 37 seconds. Not sure if I did it on purpose or not. Who knows? The world might never know though. But actually, I got a few more questions from people that I think will help. Like, I got the questions right here. But peep this though. My wallet. Ooh, there's a phone case, wallet, phone case, wallet, wallet, phone case, wallet, phone case. Yeah, it's pretty dope. But I'm gonna answer these questions that people did comment down below because I want to help everyone out. And this will probably be my last video of how to become pro on Call of Duty because I don't know really any more tips out of this. There might be a few, but maybe I'll make another one if there's some better questions or more questions like that. But I really don't think there will be. But let's get right into this. So this first one I kept seeing a lot: finding people to team with. That is probably one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult thing to do. Trust me, I know that. But the best thing you want to do, okay? You want to either find friends from your school, friends that you just know online through Call of Duty or Xbox or something, or if you have like a local LAN center or like big events are hosted in the area where you live, you go to those, meet players there, and then just kind of go home, play together, make a little squad, stuff like that. That's what I did because before I met anyone, I went to MLG. That was my first major I ever went to. Met a few people that lived in my area, and then when I started going to local LANs with them, because I've already going to local LANs before that though, but I started going to local LANs with them, and then I just met more people because we started doing well, started winning the LANs. Then I just kind of started knowing everyone that went to the California LANs. So that's pretty much the best way to find teammates. But another way is also Twitter. You can go on Twitter, you can tweet at Sean Abner. He is actually Scum's dad, and he helped me out a bunch when I was younger in my career. If you tweet him like looking for a team scrim or need 2 to run for MLG Las Vegas or something like that, that's just an example. But you pretty much tweet that and it'll help you find them, or you just find them on Twitter somehow. But finding teammates, I know it's very, very difficult. It's definitely one of the hardest things to do, like that's on the list of becoming a Call of Duty pro. And here's another thing that you don't really have to deal with as much. You still have to, but not really as seriously as it used to be. Convincing your parents to travel if you are young. When you are young, it's so hard to convince your parents to travel because who just wants to let their 16-year-old kid fly across the country to go play a video game? Like, seems like a scam if you like ask me and you have no information about it. So it doesn't really happen much anymore because you need to be 18 years of age to compete at events, at major events. So a few local LANs, I think you can be under 18, but I think so those are the only ones you can go to if you're under 18. But if you are above 18 and your parents still won't let you, then you gotta talk to them, show them some videos of the tournaments, show them professional streamers like streaming it, saying like they can make a living off doing this, and then show the tournament and show like vlogs of people that have from the tournament so they can see what it's like. They're not just being like, okay, we're shipping you off to some basement and you're gonna be playing Call of Duty for 48 hours straight. Like, it's not like that. Just show them videos so they know, so they can just feel safe, because their best interest is just keeping you safe. So you gotta like give them some reassurance that you will be okay when you do travel. So this is the list you want to do. You want to stream, play tournaments, variant tournaments, S&D tournaments, team scrim, and just that's all you want to do till you're 18. Make good connections, become friends with the top players, and shit on them in tournaments and stuff, and then you'll eventually come up when it is your time. When you're 18 years old, you might get that chance that you've been waiting for. Who knows? But that's what you gotta do. You gotta stream, tell your fan base. You gotta just run tournaments and team scrims so you are actually good. When you do play those teams, you do give them a little bit of competition. They might call you jokes and shit and roast you, but it's all good. You gotta do that. And maybe when you, like I said, when you get to age 18, you might get that chance you've been waiting for. So trust me, the grind pays off. Here's one that's not really ever talked about. No one's really like touched on this subject, but it is leaving certain players or teams when it's that time, when you feel like it's that time. Because I'm sure there's a bunch of players that have been playing but didn't want to leave a certain team. There's certain pros who've done that. They didn't want to leave a certain team, which that could like benefit them if they would have left. So it's just certain times you gotta know, like if a player's too toxic, two of your players are too toxic, like the whole team just doesn't work out, you gotta know when it's time to just separate yourself, find another team, or take one person with you and then leave the other two, and you two find 2 other players to play with, like something like that. If you really truly think that you need to change, you should make that change. Just go with your gut feeling. Whatever you honestly feel like you should do, you should trust that. But don't just go sketch your own teammates. Like I said, just chill and think it all out. Don't just like rush into any decisions like, okay, I'm just fucking out, and then they pick up someone else and go pro and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have left. So think it all out and be smart, but know when to leave your teammates, know when they're being too toxic or if they just aren't the right fit. Here's the thing that I don't really know about. I kind of know a little bit about this, but players in different countries. Because there's a lot of fans who watch from my videos from everywhere, Call of Duty videos from everywhere around the world. So last night I kind of just said for the NA, I guess. I mean, no, it was for like everyone. It was for everyone that plays Call of Duty in the world. But pretty much they have the ANZ leagues, they have the EU leagues, and the COD World League. So you got to play in those. You got to compete in the tournaments, get a chance to go to the qualifier and compete and qualify in those. I really don't know how everything works out there. I know they probably have a few local lands over there. So just try and attend those and meet people in your area that want to play. Try and practice with them and then compete in the tournament and get to the qualifier, qualify for the COD World League. That's what you want to do. But I really never lived over there, never competed over there, so I don't know exactly what it's like. But I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same thing as the NA. Just find people on Twitter, like I said, in your area, local LAN tournaments, something like that, and then just come up like that, because that's probably the best way to do it out there. It was just way easier when I was younger because there was no age limit on the tournaments. You can literally be a 10-year-old playing at the tournaments. So now they changed at the beginning of Black Ops 3, so everything is different. You have to be 18 years of age to compete at any major tournaments. Local lands you can probably still go to, but at major tournaments you cannot attend or you cannot compete there. But you can attend actually, I believe. You just can't compete there. And luckily everything's kind of worked out for my age. The only event I needed to be 18 plus for, I was 18. I could not compete at the Ghost or Call of Duty Ghost Championships. Could not compete there because I was not young enough. But then actually I made the cutoff date for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Champs. The cutoff date was January 17th, so I beat it by 13 days, and it was just like insane. The fact that I beat that cutoff date and then won the event by 13 days, like that was just crazy. But that was the only time like age limit really affected me. At X Games it potentially could have, but I think I was 16. I think you had to be at least like, or was I 17? I don't know how old I was, but I think it was 17. But yeah, I was 17 there. You had to be older than 16, so I beat that. Beat the Call of Duty championships in AW age limit. So everything kind of just worked out in my favor age limit wise, and it's always worked out for me. But I hope this video did kind of clear some things up, did help you out a little bit. Like I said, this is probably my last how to go pro in Call of Duty because there's really no other tips that I can give, and if there is, I may make another one if I find out, or you guys comment some good ones. But just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for all the support on the last video. Hopefully it's the same on this video. I just want to help you guys out. So if you could leave a like on this video, I'd appreciate that. And I will see you guys next time. As always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.